just I guess loading up or something.
I'm going to try to find some bandits. Speak of the devil. Now, this is... You see the game?
Still not showing yet.
This is broadcasting. Because it's not broadcasting.
Yeah, I don't see anything yet.
Yeah, I'm on air. You sure you're not one of my videos and not the actual...
I mean, it says, so I think it's _3 says playing Dynasty Warrior 9 chapter 11. So I'm not sure if that's what I want.
Oh, it is. Just refresh your screen.
Oh, okay. Oh. Trying.
Sorry, people, for technical difficulty. I apologize, Techno Koei, but, you know, this is my first time doing something of this nature. But, yeah, no. Is it showing up?
Yeah.
So this is what the weapon looks like. And these are the various launchers. So that's the special. That what the special looks like. This is what the ultimate looks like. Okay. So you pretty much saw all the different attacks, right?
Right.
Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and equip him with his Prism Dragon Claw EX. Now, these look bloody amazing. This is like his ultimate weapon form. So, we're going to find some people to deal with. And just for the sake of, you know, giving a new person full thing for it, I'm going to go ahead and thoroughly get him equipped, which the Reforge system. And of course, since he is flame attack, I'm adding all of my top tier fire gems. Fire gems have different elemental attack that they can be associated with when you attach them to the weapons that you're picking. So, I don't think...
Kind of reminds me of Diablo 3.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Okay, and that's flame. So these are all... This is a complete flame build. Now, I'm going to demonstrate now. This is what the weapon looks like. These are his attacks. Pretty impressive. Now let us find some bandits real quick to deal with. Speak of the devil, here's some bandits. So, very flat. This is what you would see in the trailer if you were playing the game. If you were watching the advertisement for DLC. Now, here's the part where it becomes half done. Notice anything? I'm waiting for it to charge back up. So, I'm going to... Okay, now I can do it. Or at least I should be able to. And now. So, I have the ability, and I don't know, they put this in the game. This is his original weapon. Doing the special attack. Now that's the most I can advance the frame, but you can clearly see this is the original weapon. So I put it in slow. I did slow advanced frame. Right now it should be catching up, and you should see him facing the screen with the sword in his hand. Let me. Yeah, that is the original DLC weapon. So we're going to exit out of that, and instantaneously you have the DLC weapons. All right, now we're going to do his ultimate Mushi attack, the ultimate attack for this character. And once again, we're going to do frame advancement again with a different angle. Let me know when you catch up.
I'm seeing you spreading around at the point at this.
Spinning the camera.
Yeah.
All right. So as we do this, you can see now you're about to get the moment in the cinematic where the whole thing stopped like Street Fighter. Best way to explain it. And it transforms to a close-up of the character. So let's do that. And it goes back to this, to the DLC, to the original DLC. So, as it was originally intended. So, what do you think of what you just saw? So, if you were going out to get this game for the first time, and you saw...
I mean, it looks really nice. I'm going to tell you, it looks really nice, but for the DLC that you provided for paying for it, I mean, for what you're going to get, I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get the DLC. Now, the game was nice. I like the game.
Okay, Koei, you heard it officially. He likes the game, but he would not pay for this DLC with what he just saw. So, I personally have said that I think it's half completed DLC. What is your opinion of it?
I mean, I think the same thing, bro. Like, I mean, if you're gonna pay money for something that was advertised, or you think you're gonna get what you're gonna get, you know, and you don't get that, I mean, would that not upset a lot of people?
Evidently.
I mean, it would for me.
Yeah, so, Koei, you've heard it from a customer who's not even played the game before for the first time. I'm going to run through the other ones real quick because I can, just to demonstrate the extent of how blatant some of this stuff is. I'm not going to do a frame-by-frame comparison because there's no need in it. You'll be able to catch up with it now because you know what you're looking for. So we're loading in one character now. He has what people complained about the game was the amount of clone weapons. That was a big gripe. Was there were so many clone weapons in the game. I
Sorry about
sucked.
that. My son just woke up now.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm saying even busy parents have to play video games.
Oh, it's fine. Like I said,
Zhang Liao is
I'm thinking
guarding
multiple
Dong
ways,
Zhuo's
but
palace.
um,
He is well known throughout the
I mean, I
land
totally
for his
agree with what
bravery.
you're saying, man. I
We
really
must
do.
approach with
I'm on your
caution.
side on everything, bro. Because I mean, like I said, you're like, oh shit, you know.
it looks amazing.
Oh, man.
Wait till you see this
Yeah, right.
weapon.
You know, you're like, oh, I can't wait to get that. You know, my character, and all of a sudden you just don't get what you pay for, and it's kind of like, wow. You know, and a lot of times it's like you don't get refunds on what you purchase.
Yeah, you don't get refunds, and on top of it, this is what you wind up getting. If you look at the screen now, this is their crescent blade. This is what is referred to as the Shaolin spade used by Shaolin monks. Now, this weapon I've never even seen in a game before, right? And it looks bloody amazing. Now, when they advertised this for the first time, I was like, I lost my mind. Because this was just, and you'll see why as soon as I find some bandits, on the level of epicness this thing is. Now let me find an area on the map that I know I could probably find bandits. Ah. The desert. So we're going to teleport now to the desert plain area of the map, since this is free roam, and I will demonstrate the thing on this guy. I just have to find some local bandits, which currently I do not see any in the area. Oh, wait a minute, just ran over some. These are level 32, so this works. So, this is the stun. I've been working with this character for a hot minute. So that's the stun attack. I'm getting hammered right now. Alright. And then the launcher. Oh god, I'm getting pwned here. And that is what it looks like. And then so it looks pretty awesome. Now this is what his ultimate attack looks like when you activate it.
I'm doing great.
It's the bloody original weapon from the game. Yeah.
I refuse to lose.
And you know the game gets paid all the time. I mean, how would you not know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like there's no way someone is not going to know that this is off. Now, the one that compromised gameplay, in my opinion, is this one known as Zangief. Zangief comes with a thing of bladed claws.
I shall shower this battlefield in elegance and
The problem being is, when you build your gems, certain gems are built on Muso attack and projectile attack. This character boasts to have close range combat. He doesn't have his claws are not projectile weapons. So his claws then turn into, his animations becomes projectile. So now you got an issue with how you're going to build your character, because there are two different type of characters now.
Right.
So we get out of this crap and we'll find some low level guys to play. That way you get to see the full combo and everything else. So we're done with this, blah blah blah. But
I apologize.
and these are like, this is the one that Jim Sterling went off about for a good thing about how the fact that they took his claws out of the game, because this is his personal favorite character. Now, I don't know if Jim Sterling has taken the time to revisit the game or look at the DLC for it. I think if he did, he would be even twice as more angry than he was before, because this is ridiculous. I'm going to try to find bandits. They might make me repel the yellow turbans. Okay, fine. So I'm going to talk to these two people so I can get this thing activated, because this is the beginning of the campaign. Spoiler alert. And I think this is how this video I'm going to send them, because I want them to get what would happen if someone came to, if I had someone come to my house, they checked out the game for the first time, and I'm like explaining to them like, this is what the game is.
Shall we?
Yeah, I like it. I like that, and I think
I will not stop until I slay the yellow turban leader, Shang Jiao. There is no room in this land for those who operate outside the law.
You know what I mean? Someone to put a fighting game, a pure fighting game background.
Sir, this is a miracle bestowed upon you by the heavens.
Depends on what it is.
What just happened? Soldiers just appeared out of nowhere.
Well, like, there's a lot of things in here that's really cool. Like, you got, you got, you know, your weapons and what have you. I'm currently, you can even use a bow. I'm currently taking out guys now. Now, this is just the basic bow. I've already acquired the highest level. So these are the claws. So this is what we call the reforge. So I'm gonna make this simple. I'm gonna do a poison build with this. That way, for some reason, I see him using poison in his with a set of claws like this. That's what would strike me. But yeah, this is gonna be a pure poison build. So just give me 1 second and I'll have it done, because I'm not getting really fancy. I just want poison on everything. So that way everything it does is poison. So this is the poison build, and these are his specials. The first one is the stun. This is the knockdown. And the launch. Now let's do that again. Okay. If I can stop having this guy. And this is where it gets weird. So, this is his special. Now, we're going to the frame advancement. Now, this looks great visually, but like kind of like a peacock type of deal they were going for here, which I think is cool. But that's not what I paid for. So I'm advancing the frames, and right there at frame 22, the claws just miraculously come out of nowhere and go back on his hand. That is ridiculous. So we got that. Now we're going to show his ultimate. Now, this is in the Dynasty Warrior. This is the thing that people like watching the most, which is the ultimate attack being executed. And with the fact you can do frame by frame, you can like basically get the first 30 frames of it with no problem. But he's throwing out blades in this, and the problem being is these are projectile attacks. The weapon he's using is close range. So if you're going to build this weapon, if you're going to use this new DLC weapon, you got to think if you're going to do a build upon projectile for his Moso attack, which is what most of the builds are, most of the effects are towards his ultimate attack, and they're projectile. Right. And there's certain gems that are projectile based, but not give you as much Muso damage. So now you got to pick and choose how you're going to do your build, because the way they did this, they contradict the character completely. I mean, they did a great job with the basic and the combo, what I would refer to as the combo section, which is knockdown, stun, and launch. That all looks great. Okay. That's perfect. And that's what they show you in the advertisement video when you're looking at the DLC. You go to YouTube right now and type in DLC Season Pass 1. This is what they show you. Them 3 attacks. What they don't show you is the launch attack where the weapon disappears and you're stuck with the original DLC weapon and the ultimate attack. And this is a problem. And he's like, and this one is the one in your face. Now, this one here is going to kill you, because this is my other favorite Chinese weapon is the Chinese hook sword. It's a bladed weapon with like hooks at the top of it and hooks on the side, and you can link them together and do some pretty cool whip attacks with it. So I was like really happy when this character came back from 8 and was going to be a 9. What I wasn't happy about was the fact that they decided to give him a set of war clubs. Unijin war clubs. So this is what this character gets. So
I shall not disappoint you.
We're going to hit continue, do our thing, blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, I'm flabbergasted by the whole thing.
That's a good word to use.
And like I said, if you go, if you go to the website right now and look at the description, DLC weapon, new moveset, particular special moveset, and they use the word special moveset for this character. So you would think, with that in mind,
Right.
that when you get it, his specials have been updated. His special is his Muso attack. But yeah, so this is the character now. I'm going to... He's brand new. And this is his... I mean, I got, in this game alone, 117 hours of gameplay.
Wow.
And I've already completed one storyline completely. Lubu, I basically, and Wu once over already, and now I'm just doing my preferred characters because I wanted to use the new DLC weapons that I purchased and run them through the storyline to see how they look and how everything goes and everything else. And yeah, it is disgustingly.
Crazy, bro. Yeah.
So we're gonna go
I
find.
know exactly how you feel.
And they're planning to do a 4th season. Now the 4th season DLC hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to be coming out in March, I believe, maybe April. And they're planning on releasing another DLC pack. The rest of the season 3 weapons are coming in on this. So,
I mean, not to be, well, you know,
yeah. Now, this is where, and this is, yeah, you're looking at clubs when you go up in there beam people up. Literally, it's clubs. And then, this is the part that kills me, and I'll let you see the full animation. So, this is what it looks like when he does his ultimate attack. If I got enough meter for it. I should now. So,
I must challenge my limits! Excellent!
yeah, that's what it looks like. I know it's a little bit of a delay for you because you're on Twitch, but
right, exactly.
but this is what it looks like, and it's repugnant. Like, this is the frame analysis of this one, and literally after he does all that, beat him all up in the air, which is pretty good height juggling. Right there, on the way down, like 2 frames down, the weapon goes back to be the DLC weapon that he had. And I don't really see an explanation for this. I don't understand why they didn't go ahead and just reskin the whole thing to it. And it might have been a bigger download when you unlocked it and downloaded it, but I don't think anybody would complain. But instead, you just like, and the reason why you have so much trouble because he's like, these are like level 15 characters, and he's only level 2. So he's like way overclass. So the moveset looks great. I'm like, that's bloody amazing. But
Capturing that base will weaken the enemy greatly. All
but this is not what I signed up for.
I know it.
And that's
So like
based.
you said, with no refunds, it's like, okay, so what's gonna happen? They're gonna fix this problem. They're gonna give me my money back. What's gonna happen?
Well, what
You're
needs what?
obviously an unsatisfied customer.
Yeah, and basically at this point, I didn't want to buy the season pass because I thought it was realistically, if you go to the PlayStation Store, it's nothing but a bunch of schoolgirl outfits and stewardess outfits and Dao Chin in a bridal gown, and it just doesn't fit with the game. So I'm like, what is up with this? So I'm like, okay, whatever, fine. I don't really care. The weapons look cool. I'll just buy the weapons and shut up. And I just won't buy the season pass. I'll pick it what I want, and then I'll walk away from it. And then and this is what I get. I get literally half done, half baked DLC, some which is so blatantly bad. You see the original weapon. There's no hiding it. It's like there was no attempt to properly do the complete reskin of the characters. Now in Dynasty Warriors 8, if the character done his ultimate attack with a weapon other than his standard weapon, that was it. You would just get the animation of that particular warrior's ultimate weapon being used. But that's the thing. They didn't sell any real DLC They sell some DLC weapons, but they were like cosmetic in nature only. So, but they were like, everybody was happy with Dynasty Warrior. It was a lot of people. Dynasty Warriors Complete Edition was the definitive Dynasty Warriors game. This is their open world attempt. It has some hit or miss issues, but there's thousands, and I'm not exact, probably thousands of hours of gameplay you can get out of this by just going through each character and min-maxing everybody and doing all the side missions. But this is what I got. So yeah. So people, that is the Dynasty Warriors DLC retrospective. I'm going to ship this off to Koei for them to take a look at. But yeah, Koei, if this directly to you, this does not work. We want to support your game, but you cannot be doing these predatory actions. This is the type of stuff that gets EA and Activision in trouble. And this here is one of the worst case of DLC abuse I've ever seen. No one should be... This is just like unacceptable. You know, you should be not selling people on this half-baked concept, and you shouldn't be doing this to folks. So that's it. I'm going to pretty much end the stream at this point as soon as I get out of this, you know, situation with these bad guys. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right now, to be honest, I tell you right now, you can go on Amazon right now and purchase this game brand new for $20. Just,
the game been out?
The game been out for a year, and they're charging $44.95 for their DLC.
And me, like an idiot. I mean, if I really like the game that much, bro, I probably would have bought the season pass. You know, because it's just, you know, if I really like the game, you know, and everything is pretty solid, you're gonna go ahead and think that, you know, DLC is gonna correspond with what you're looking at. So I would have actually paid that. Because I mean, I don't play too many, you know, open world or RPGs, you know, games like that. You know, when I see something that's actually pretty cool, I was like, man, you know, give it a shot. You know, ain't gonna hurt nothing. You know. And I saw Dynasty Warrior Orochi for the Switch. I actually gotta look it up because I'm not sure really which one it is. I just saw that it's a pretty new game because it was.
It's Warrior Orochi 4 for the Switch, if that's what you're talking about.
I didn't really know which one. I didn't know I saw Dynasty Warrior Orochi on it. I didn't know which part of it. I mean, I don't know how old it is or how new it is. Because,
it's fairly new. It was introduced not too long ago. So.
Okay, so do you have it at all?
I have Warrior.
Is it on PS4?
It is on PS4, and you know, if you want to see it played, I can queue it up. Just let me kill these bad guys off, and I will.
I must challenge my limits! Excellent! I have captured this position!
Alright, so that's done. You know, I forgot something. I'm not even going to worry about the saves because I've already uploaded my save to the cloud. But, yep, I'm going to stop the stream. And then I am going to end this right now. Thank you for watching, Koei. Like I said, y'all need to redo the animations because this half-done DLC is not going to fly.